month and a half off. Did you do anything differently than you had in years past, or now that you've kind of been around for 2 years now, anything different that you did or regimen-wise?
Yeah, I did a lot more like prehab type stuff. Usually in the past I've trained a lot more just for performance, but now, I've kind of had that experience of last year. I'm doing a lot more preventative work on like other areas that might be vulnerable. So a lot of strengthening, trying to mitigate injury if possible.
What's the biggest thing you take away from the one-on-one matchups with Khalil?
I take away a lot from those. Like Joey and Khalil they're so smart in the way they play off of O-linemen. So every training camp, it's like if you have just like one little mistake in your technique here, they're going to find a way to exploit that. So they really keep you honest. And like the margin for error is so small, I think it really kind of teaches you quickly what you're doing wrong and what you need to fix, because once they see something, it's over. Like they take advantage of it so well.
He told us he's gained like 20 pounds, more power. Have you noticed that? Can you feel it?
I noticed that right away. I feel a little extra pop with him this year for sure.
Did you ever pick their brains to maybe see what you could do better or anything like that? Because they are obviously
Definitely. We spend a lot of time kind of just, especially in the afternoon walkthrough when we have a little more time in between plays, we'll have little conversations about, hand placement, timing, stuff like that. So I think we get a lot of it on the field and in our conversations.
Rashawn, do you expect this year to just pick up where you left off, even like your rookie season when you had a Pro Bowl year? Is there any sort of expectation of, trying to get back into it at all?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to be like the best version of myself. I think I've improved as a player since then, just in the way I see the game and my technique. I definitely think there was a lot to improve upon that year, and so I don't anticipate taking any steps back. That's for sure. Nice thing about this is it healed up really well, so shouldn't be an issue.
Is there anything mentally to get over, or have you kind of crossed all those hurdles? Like as far as just any worry that something could happen again, or?
No, I mean, very early on I was thinking about it, but by the time it started feeling better, like I've shaken all that a long time ago.
How's it been with Zion on the left side?
It's great. I cannot wait just to get rolling. Zion's a freak athlete, so naturally any double team we have, it happens like that. I feel like very explosive, very smart, so we're going to be having a really good time, I think.
Do you get the sense from him just in conversations or even in playing that he's maybe a little bit more comfortable, because like left guard was what he played throughout college, and then obviously moving to the right side, people say like sometimes think like, oh, not that big of a deal from left to right, but it can be obviously.
Oh yeah, it's a huge deal to move left and right. It's really not comfortable at all, because everything you do, like you're learning on the other side. So I think people underestimate how big of a difference that can be. But yeah, he's expressed to me that he feels more comfortable on the left. I think he looks great so far, and it's still early on in camp, so there's so much time to build. So it's looking good. He's looking really good.
One of the things that Staley told us was they wanted to try to take advantage of both of you guys' athleticism. What does that look like? What does that mean, or what does that look like on the field? And when you have two guys who are
I think it looks like just doing what we normally do, only hopefully a little more explosive. Like backside double teams and stuff like that. Just running off the ball and really looking to maul people. I think me and Matt Filer had that relationship definitely for sure too. But it's always fun to just be with a great athlete. Everything we do, we're just trying to be as clean and precise as possible. So it's a lot of fun.
What's it been like working with Kellen now through training camp?
It's been great. Kellen's obviously very smart. We could tell that from the jump, and I think he does a really good job of letting the O-line operate like within our parameters, kind of allowing us to do things our way. Make things a little bit easier for us, so we don't have to think so much, and still be efficient. And so he really gives us that freedom, and I really like the scheme and everything that we're putting in.
How would you describe just kind of his character, demeanor when he's coaching you guys?
Very, very calm. I would say intense for sure. Very intense and very precise in how he wants everything. Very detail oriented, but he's not a yeller or anything. I don't think he's pretty calm. So I think as professionals, we all appreciate that approach.
You talked in the spring about maybe simplification of the run game. And Kellen talked about maybe being a little more north-south as a run unit. through 2 days in pads, just how have you felt about the scheme specifically, and maybe being able to get after people a little bit more in terms of being north-south?
Yeah, I love it. We obviously a limited amount of work that we've been able to do so far, but so far I think it's looking really good. I think we're coming out, and as an O-line, we're setting that tone for sure. I think we've done that these first 2 days, and it's only going to get better.